Claw was a very badly written book, and I know this will come across as me starting my year hating, but it's a factual statement. It's very badly written. I'm just going to explain kind of a little bit of my thoughts, and then I'll explain to you why I think it's badly written, but also why you should read it. So, first of all, I would say that this is like a geology nerd's dream book. It's all about like rocks and ice and caves and caving, and the way that tectonic plates move. I don't know, I felt like it was like it was kind of a niche start to the book, at least. It's crazy fast-paced. Where I come into issues is the dialogue. The dialogue is terrible, very badly written. It's very cringy, but it's also kind of authentic, and it still is an interesting story, even though the dialogue can sometimes take you out of it a little bit. It feels like a summary of the author's interests, but I personally do not mind the info dumping. This usually comes into effect when it's about guns. Like, there's a lot of random info dumping about like the types of guns and kind of nerding out over weaponry, which is fine. Same with like ice tools, like different skis and stuff, and you're just kind of like, why do I need to know this? But it's also fun. It's also fun to know, because now I feel like I know a lot about what it's like in the Canadian wilderness. I would say it is like a Jurassic Park creature feature. That's kind of my best summary of the genre. It's a very long book. I would say that it's badly written but very entertaining. And I said that I wanted more, and I wanted it as a TV show because it reminds me a lot of the new season of True Detective, and I think with all the action and the different characters that you kind of start to fall in love with, I thought it would be a good TV show. It also, I recently watched a TV show called The Terror, and The Terror has a huge polar bear in it, and that's why it reminded me of this book. It's a similar icy, cold polar bear vibe. Then I also read Claw Emergence, which is like the short story companion to Claw, and it is insect horror, like a lot of insect horror. It's a short spin-off of the first book. If you got through the first one, you definitely should read the second one. It has a totally adequate ending. Okay, this is where I have issues. But the series is written by a woman, and I keep having to remind myself that it's written by a woman, because in a lot of cases it felt like there was so much like extraneous misogyny that it was almost felt like it was written by like a really out of touch man. But then in the same breath, it was as if men were written in such an unrelatable way that there's no way it could be written by anything other than a woman. It was very odd to me. Like, it was really hard for me to get past the way that the characters were written, because like some of them are so likable and so wonderful, and then some of them are so like kind of caricature-y evil that it felt like a comic book villain. So I don't know. If you have read this, tell me what you think. If you are going to read it, tell me what you thought after you've read it. This was another one of like the free audiobooks on Audible that I got into. I did buy Resurgence because I was so invested. But you know, it was a journey that I'm glad I went on. It's the kind of thing where like the visuals are really awesome, like the world building is really cool, and so that's why I really got into it. And also it's a lot about like human greed and how human greed can drive you to do really stupid things. So I don't know, pretty badly written, but worth the read.